guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bridget Tekpo and this is Oyinbo TV. Thank you very much for joining me. Today I'm picking up on the topic from last week, talking about if love is enough for you to go into a marriage. So I'm just going to be sharing a few points in addition to what I said last week. So the first thing I'm going to say is that I was going to say this last week, but it skipped my mind, is that sometimes young people and single young people often feel that when they're in love with someone that they have the power to change that person, or you can be deceived into thinking that, oh, if he loves me, it's going to change it, it's going to change this behavior. If she loves me, she's going to do this, she's going to do that. Let me just, bust your bubble now. No one, and I repeat, no one has the power to change another human being. Seriously, you can't change another human being. You as a human being has no power to change another person. So if, for instance, a guy is smoking and you don't like smoking, you are dating and you believe that, oh, let me just marry him. By the time we get married, he will change because he loves me, he's going to change. It might not happen like that. I'm telling you, 99.9% it might not happen like that. If the guy decides to quit smoking, it's not going to be because of you. It's just going to be something that he finally realizes that he doesn't want to do anymore, and he makes that decision and he works towards stopping. You can't change anyone. So whatever you see now when you are dating is what you are going to live with. It will even be intensified because you're saying it as seeing him from a distance because you're not married, you're not living together. By the time you live together, it will be in your face. You'll be seeing it daily. Then you can pray about it, you can surrender it to God and ask God to change them, but he will do it at his own time. So don't get frustrated because somebody is not changing from one habit or one behavior and you feel like you have the power to do that. No one has the power to do that. So the next point I'm going to talk about in terms of marrying someone just because you're in love with them is the issue of trust. Trust is very important in relationships. When there's no trust, there's no relationship. You need to be able to trust your spouse. You need to be able to trust the person that you're with. When someone has trust issues in that, it's not because of anything that you have done, but because of maybe something that's happened in their past, or maybe when they were growing up, the kind of family they grew up in, or their past experiences with other people, and they have trust issues. It's really, really difficult. It is. Because when somebody doesn't trust you and you're being honest and they don't trust you, at a point you feel like, okay, there's no point. What's the point? He's never going to believe me, or she's never going to believe me anyway. Whatever I say, you always doubt what somebody tells you. It's a big problem. It's not good. Except somebody has given you, somebody has given you reasons to doubt them. So learn to trust. If you don't trust, I'm saying it in the context of a relationship now, it will be very difficult for that marriage to be happy or for it to prosper, because trust is very important. I need to be able to say, this is it, and you take it. Don't question. Don't say, don't dig around. Don't be snoopy around somebody's phone or snooping on their email just to check up on them. You don't trust them when they go to work, and you want to see who they are with, who they are talking to, and all that. This happens very frequently in Africa, where a man will say, no, if you go to work, other men will see you. They'll be looking at you. They'll ask you out. Let me tell you something. A woman that wants to cheat, you see those Islamic women in the north, in Nigeria, that cover their hair with hijab, that they cover everywhere and wear black and cover even their face. You don't see what's on their face. If they want to cheat, they will cheat right under their husband's nose. You will not know. It's not about sneaking around and snooping on somebody. And women do it as well. You'll be checking your husband's phone, or you're checking your boyfriend's phone to see who he's talking to. You'll be reading their messages when they are sleeping. It's not necessary. Trust the person that you are with. If you cannot trust them, there's no point. Relationship is going to always have problems. Don't marry somebody that you cannot trust. Compatibility. Just because you love someone doesn't mean that you are compatible with that person. No. There are two different things. Love and compatibility are two different things completely. You can love somebody, because the thing about this thing, love, is that it's something that happens from the heart that you have no control over. Sometimes you fall in love with people and you just be wondering, how did this happen? It just sneaks up on you. You don't even know why you love the person. You will set your mind, you say, I don't even know. You can't put a finger to it, but you are in love with them. So it happens like that. But just because you love someone doesn't mean that you are compatible with them. How do you know that you're compatible with somebody? It's about shared vision. the things that you have in common. What do you have in common? Do you agree on it, on everything or most things? Do you have the same ideas, or you are on opposing camps? Is it Arsenal and you are Manchester? I'm saying Manchester United. I'm saying that literally now, not in terms of supporting football, but in terms of your things that you have in common. Do you have anything in common, or is it going left, you are going right? If you don't have things, that you don't share things in common, you're not compatible on so many levels with somebody, you're going to struggle. You will. Because if he wants to go to Nigeria, you want to go to America. Or if you're in America, you want to go to UK, he wants to go to Nigeria. So it will always be contention between the two of you. So the issue of compatibility is key. It must be that, at least, not all the time, but on most cases, the way you see life, your views, your opinions about life, your perception about life, the way you relate to things, the way you handle things, the way when you have pressure or you have challenges, the way you're able to deal with it. Does he have anger issues? Does she have anger issues? Is she breaking TV and breaking all the electronics in the house when she's angry? You know, things like that are things that are very, very important that you need to deal with. You need to be sure. If you're not, then it's going to crop up later. So family acceptance, this one is very, I mean, it hits home for us because we are Africans. In Africa, like I said in my video, for people who are married, you know that marriage is not between two people, it's between two families. Even though you are abroad and you met abroad, family is still very important, especially if they don't accept you. It's a problem. Your family needs to accept him, and his family needs to accept you. If they don't accept you, it's going to be a problem. Because at the end of the day, if you're having a problem, who are you going to run to? Who are you going to go to? I'll give you a brief example. A friend of mine who married somebody that the family did not accept because of his faith. Because they said, it's a different faith from us. We don't want you to marry this person. She went ahead and married him because she was madly in love. It's this same love matter that I'm telling you guys, so you know that I know what I'm talking about. She went ahead and married him. Yeah. Down the line, they started having problems again because of the faith issues. She can't talk to her family because they want her to not marry this man. But she was headstrong and said I must marry him. The family did not accept. Her family did not accept him. His family did not accept her. But they thought they were so much in love and they got married. Today, the story is very complex and is really sad. So make sure that family accept. Everybody will not accept you. That's the thing. It's not like every single member of the family will say, okay, I accept you, welcome to the family. But there are some fundamental people in the family, like the parents, brothers and sisters, that will at least be cool with you, even if they don't accept you or they don't love you. At least they are cool with you in a way that they are not being disrespectful towards you. For instance, in Nigeria, if you are Yoruba and the guy is Igbo, these are the I'm just using those two because these are the major tribes that we have. And you have your family does not want you to marry from that. If you marry him stubbornly and your parents did not consent to it and you like bully them into accepting the guy, it's going to be a problem for you. Because if the man starts acting up, who are you going to talk to? Moms are very compassionate. At the end of the day, they might say, oh, you can still run to your mom and you cry to her and all that. If your mom is not alive, uncle, what are you going to do? So family acceptance is key. Make sure that at least some part of his family accepts you, that they like you, so that at least you can flow. If he's misbehaving, at least you have somebody that you can talk to. There's somebody that will be on your corner, that will be fighting for you. Not that both families don't see eye to eye and you just carry yourself and give yourself to this guy, or this guy just carry this girl and you run away to go and get married. If things start blowing up, nobody will listen to it. They'll say, if your mother-in-law does not accept you, you will struggle in that marriage. Take it from me. Because African women have a very strong hold on their sons. They do. They have a very, very strong control on their sons, that in a way that they can manipulate if they want to. If the woman is evil and really wants to deal with you, the way you would think the guy loves you, by the time the mother starts to manipulate him, hey, you'll be in trouble. But if your father-in-law loves you and accepts you, at least he will be there to be saying, no, leave her alone. She's not like that. She's okay, He will be in your corner and be fighting for you. That one, you are okay. But if none of them likes you and you jump and follow that man, good luck with that too. Is it supportive of your dreams? Is she supportive of your dreams? Or do they push you to be the best that you can be? Or are they the ones that will always be putting you down? How do they treat you? That's very, very important. Somebody that supports you. The role of a woman is to support the husband. That is what the Bible says about women. We are supposed to support our husband. So if a woman is not support, this is very, very true for men. If a woman is not supportive towards you, it's a problem, because it means like you always come back home. Because most men, when they come back home, it's the wife they are coming back to. They want to come back to the wife. They want to be able to talk to you about struggles that they have, dreams that they have, where they want to do. Maybe they are fighting for this promotion. You need to be able to support them, both in prayers, in encouragement. Encouragement is key. You know, the days are having bad days, that you'll be able to say, oh, don't worry, baby, you'll be all right. Just for you to be in his corner, fighting for him, you know, fighting for him, being his greater cheerleader. Anything that he's doing, you're the one that is cheering him up. Also, men, a man that is cheering his wife on and say, you can do this, baby, you can do it, you can do it. It's not that you go and I have a very good example of two examples of a lady that went and told her husband, I want to go back to school. She already has a degree in Nigeria. I said, I want to go back. The husband said, which school? Please, go and sit down. What are you doing with school? The one that you done, is it not enough? What do you need school for? Somebody like that will just knock the dream. You know, if it happens frequently, at a point as a woman, you begin to doubt yourself and say, can I really do this? Can I do this? You will struggle. Even when you start doing it, they will not support you. Maybe you have young children who still go to nursery, who needs to be dropped in school and picked up. He will not support you, because he didn't buy into the idea of you going back to school. So you are going to do it single-handed. A lot of women are married but live like singles. So many women, they are just like roommates. They are just like housemates. They are living with men. They are in the same house. They are legally married, but there's no kind of support. No support, because everybody is doing their own thing. He's living his life. You are living your life. So, and you are married. When you go outside, people will think that you are married, but you know within yourself that you're just living like roommates, because there's no team there. You are not a team. Everybody is doing their individual stuff. You are not supporting. He's not supporting you. You are not supporting her. So when you have children, this one is key. When you have children, it needs to be you, your partner, against your children. Women, we are guilty of this one, because once we start having children, at some point our affection just to the children. So if the marriage is not good, you are not enjoying it. So who is the man? Which man? I beg. You know, your children will now be your life and everything. You will carry everything to them, and they are the ones. So it will not be like you, your children, against your husband. So it will be like a battleground. It happens all the time. It's so easy, because if a man is not loving and kind towards you, and he's not treating you, he's not caring, doesn't care about you, stingy, then all your love that you have, you pour it on your children. You know you are in the marriage or you are in the relationship because of your children. So you see, that's a crack. It's not supposed to be me, my children against my husband. It's supposed to be my children on their own, my husband and I against the children, because children will challenge you when they start to grow. I have a teenager, so I can tell you this. They will challenge you. They will press your button. So if you and your partner, or you and your husband, or husband and wife are not a team, not against, but to face those years when they will be trying your authority, they'll be trying to assert themselves, to develop their own voice and all that. You are not able to work together in a very loving and caring way to be able to supervise the children and to make sure that you help them through that period. Then it's going to be a problem, because it will always be like, hey, see what your children have done. African men are very good at doing that. They'll come and say, hey, come and see your children, no. Come and see your children, no. This is what they've done. It's your children now. It's the woman's children now. It's not his own child again. But when the child is successful tomorrow, he will be the one that will be so proud and say, my child. No, it shouldn't be your children or my children. It's our children. A functional marriage, a marriage that is happy, that is loving, it should be our, not mine or yours. Anywhere there's mine or yours, forget it. We are cohabiting. You are just cohabiting. There's no marriage there. Honestly, there is none. They make you feel about yourself. Is it somebody that is very narcissistic, that thinks only about themselves? Somebody that is in love with himself, or somebody that is in love with herself? So women, we are in love with ourselves. You love yourself so much that the other person, who are they? You're just managing them. You're just coping with them because this marriage, we have to be married now. That's why my parents made me marry. Husband and wife will be in the same house 24 hours, no communication. You will not talk. In the morning you wake up, go to your work, he goes to his work. He comes back in the evening, you come back, you sort out the children, you've made dinner, you give him his food. He's there. The remote control, pressing and watching television. You are there, maybe on the phone, talking with your friends or your sisters or doing something. So you're not, there's no communion. There's no communion at all. There's no communication. That you don't even share anything in common. You're just when you see them, do you feel secure that, oh, all my problems, I know I have problems, but with you in my corner, I know I can make it. Is that how they make you feel? These are all the things that you need to think about. So that's what I'm saying to you, ladies and single gentlemen out there. Love is not enough. There's so much more that it takes to have a successful marriage than love. Love is very important. It's the first thing that needs to happen. Some people don't marry for love. Some people marry for other reasons, but love is not enough. If you are still single and you are fortunate that you haven't fallen into the wrong one, hopefully you'll be able to find that one who, you know, even if you don't have it all together, nobody has it all together. At least 99.9% you know this guy or this woman, okay, will be able to make it if we work at it. So it's been your girl, Bridget Tekpo. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment. I enjoy reading from all my subscribers, all my viewers. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me about your own experiences. If you have any struggle or you have any success stories. I love success stories because it means that at least some people are getting it right. It's not always bad news. So please leave me a comment. If you haven't subscribed already, it's the red button. Follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram and on Facebook, and it's Obodo TV. Thank you very much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.